So the first thing we're gonna do if we're gonna make bread is to build our levain. Levain is basically your starter, but you give it an extra large feeding so it grows to a suitable size for baking. Whereas on the day-to-day level, your starter is just kind of maintained at a lower level just so it stays alive and keeps going. And when you're ready to bake, give it a big feeding like I'm about to do so that it's ready to make the bread rise and ferment. So here's my starter. I'm gonna discard most of it, and by discard, I'm gonna put it in here and save it for crumpets. You can look up how to do that. Just gonna scoop most of it out. And really, you only need about a tablespoon or so of starter. I've probably got more than that in here, so maybe it'll rise a little quicker. I don't know. I'm not very precise about this specific aspect. So saving this for later. Starter. Now for a loaf of bread, you need about 100 grams of levain. So I've got my scale here, turn it on. I'm gonna add a bit of water. A bit more liquidy. Then I'm gonna add mostly hard white flour, which is a specific type of whole wheat. And a little rye, because rye stimulates a lot of enzymatic activity and makes fermentation happen a little quicker. I don't want to wait around today, so I'm gonna give it a touch of rye to see if it gets going a little sooner. Fermenting more quickly will also bring it to a more tart place sooner, which some people like. This is pretty stiff. I'm gonna add a little more water. Not too much, I don't want it to be too liquidy. So now, I'm gonna zero out the scale, put this back on. I know this container is about 90 grams, and I've got more than enough for the loaf of bread that I'm gonna make. I have 250 grams of starter, so that'll leave me plenty of leftover after I bake to continue to feed and maintain as my starter for the next batch. So that's how you feed your starter to build the levain for your loaf of bread. And now we're just gonna wait for it to mature and be ready to bake, probably about 5 or 6 hours.